This is Vegeta8259 again, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the 1:144 scale Wing Zero. And this is an older kit. This is from 1995, and this is just the old no-grade version of Wing Zero, and not the first Gundam model kit I ever had, but definitely one of the first. In fact, I think this was the second. No, this was the third Gundam model kit I ever bought, with Shenlong and Wing Gundam being first and second. Anyway, this is Wing Zero in its Neo Bird mode, so it does transform, and pretty accurately to the show. It doesn't. There's no shortcuts or anything cut out of the transformation. The transformation is pretty much exactly the same as it is on the 1:100 scale. So to transform him back into Wing Zero, you'll have to take the shield off and put that aside for the time being. And then these wings are going to come out, and you have to kind of rotate these wings around. I'm not sure if you have to do this on the 1:100 scale or not, but on this 1:144 scale version, the shield doesn't quite fit onto his backpack unless you rotate these wings around. Alright, then you'll bring the shoulders up and get them into place. Rotate the waist around 180 degrees. Straighten the knees out. And then you'll open up the back of the leg. The feet are going to rotate and flip down. And then the last step is just rotate the head around. And now you've got a Wing Zero. And a lot of times Wing Zero, when in the middle of combat, would have his wing pods out like this, which in my opinion actually looks pretty good. I prefer to have my Wing Zero displayed like this just because it looks more active and adds a little bit of size to it. So you can do that, or you can close them back in. These just peg in on the back, so you just have to take them off and then plug them back in on the sides in the closed position. And just do the same thing on the other side. Now, if this kit was just bare plastic, these wing pods are kind of loose, but since I've painted this kit, they stay in place very, very nicely. I haven't had any trouble with them coming loose at all. So anyway, this is Wing Zero in standard mode. For plastic colors, you're going to get that light gray for the white parts. You'll get a bright blue, bright red. You'll only get a couple yellow parts, the V-fin, the search eye for the chest, and I believe that's it. You get a couple gray parts, mainly for the backpack and the thrusters and stuff, and the buster rifles. And then the shield is molded completely in red, with the exception of this bottom piece will be yellow. And the buster rifles just come off of the shield, and they come together like so. So, unfortunately, this kit is going to require a bit of painting, but they do give you some stickers. They give you a gold sticker for the shield right there. They give you these 4 circular gold stickers for the things on the shoulders, red sticker for the chin, sticker for the eyes, 2 small green stickers for the cameras on the chest, and a big round sticker for the search eye on the chest. Let's see, 2 big white stickers for the shoulders here, and then these 4 stickers right here go on the shield. So for articulation, as you saw earlier, Wing Zero's head can rotate 360, can also go up and down and left and right. The arms can go 360. There's a little flap right here that can go up and down, and there's actually a little thruster up there. And the arms can go out about that far. They have a single joint at the elbow, which lets them bend not quite 90 degrees. That was a little disappointing. But they do rotate at the elbow. He's got single piece polycap hands, which can rotate and wiggle around. As you saw earlier, he can rotate at the waist. The thruster pods can go back like so, and they can go flat against the back. They can also rotate, and they can go up and down like so. These thrusters on the back don't move. Side skirts are on a peg, so they can go up and down and rotate a little bit. The two front skirts are together, so they can go up about that far. The back skirt doesn't move. The hips are on ball joints, so they can go forward and back until they hit the back skirts. The knees are double jointed, and they're going to bend a little bit more than 90 degrees. And then the feet are actually on a peg rather than a ball joint, so they can bend pretty far down, but that's really more for the transformation. And they can move side to side, but they cannot rotate, just because of this L-shaped peg that they're attached to up inside the leg. So I guess that about does it for articulation. For accessories, you obviously get the shield, which you saw earlier. Doesn't have any moving parts, but it is molded in solid red, with the exception of this yellow piece on the bottom, so it's going to require a bit of painting. And then you also get Wing Zero's double buster rifle, which is pretty nice. He can, oops, the two handles don't get in the way, so he can easily hold it just in one hand, or if you like, you can split them in half and have one in each hand for the double barrel approach. I think there was a really nice scene in Gundam Wing where Wing Zero just kind of put them out to one side and then just spun around, firing the beams in each direction. So you can definitely recreate that pose. Also, you get a beam saber, which is going to be molded in white, so you'll have to paint the beam green. I almost said pink. And I guess that's about it. The review didn't take as long as I thought it would. So I actually really like this kit. Maybe it's just because it's one of my earliest modeling memories, I don't know. But I think it's a very nice representation of Wing Zero. It looks very accurate to the show. There aren't any proportion problems that are immediately obvious to me. The thruster pods don't look too small or too big, so that's good. And he, with the exception of the Gatling guns on his shoulders, he comes with just about every accessory that he has in the show. These white parts on the shoulders do not open to reveal beam sabers like they do on the 1 to 100 scale, so just be aware of that. And I guess I'll end with a quick size comparison to its quote-unquote offspring, the Wing Gundam. As you can see, Wing Zero is a much brighter blue than Wing Gundam, but all the other colors are pretty much the same. So, with that, I guess that does it for the Wing Zero's review, and I will see you guys next time.